In this world, every intelligent person seeks to know two things: the world around him, more himself. The point is, you cannot understand the world without knowing something about yourself. At the same time, you cannot know and understand about yourself excluding this world. You are part of this world. So, man has been trying to understand both of this. Study of the world has taken the shape of science, and study to know yourself has taken the shape of philosophy or psychology. Indian thinkers do not separate these two. For them, philosophy, psychology, and of course science are all one in one Vedas. So coming to Artha, it has got a lot of meanings. Artha means goal. What do you want to achieve in your life? It also refers to one of the Purusharthas. Purushartha means don't take as if it's only for Purushas. It is also for female. So it's a true goal. What is our goal? Actually, what about, see, if a human being has got a goal, what about animals and plants? Do they have goals? It is true that human beings have a number of features that are found as animals. We are part of the animal kingdom. For example, one of the goals is ahara, food, nidra, sleep, bhaya, fear, survival, and of course procreation. This is common for both. What is the difference between animal and human being is the buddhi. In case if a human being doesn't use buddhi, buddhaya vihina pasubik samana, he is equal to cattle. So we do what we do, we do planning. And in order to achieve our goals, these goals are purusharthas. There are many goals are there. In Artha, what happens is beyond this goal, there is one thing called survival, which will take you to some category. For example, food, clothing, shelter, health, wealth, minimum requirement for survival. And for these measures, you plan. Planning requires some foresight. Foresight is power. Then you have a secondary level to provide more security, more money, more children, more insurance, more pension, more property, whether you earned from yourself or not, maybe Piturarjuta or some way of property which is ill-gotten. At this stage, we pass the minimum required levels of Artha for security and start hoarding, which is we start earning pap. This is Artha. Then comes Kama. Kama is comfort. Could be pleasure, entertainment. Kamini and Kanchana are the two important powerful forces of ignorance. So what is Kama? Pleasure. Here again the same thing. All human beings love pleasure. They seek pleasure, both immediate and also distant pleasure. How I should be pleased. So what happens is, in real pursuit of anything may be done in moderation. Kama is okay. The process of turning into God love, Kama towards God, done by only one method. How? Regulating your activities, regulating your Artha, and start doing Dharma. That takes you to the next Purushartha called Dharma. Otherwise you get stuck here, more pleasure, more entertainment, and you will never do Dharma, and you will get into the life cycle of again and again. More Papa, mind you. The pleasure what we enjoy, it may not be there in our future births, because we are not trying for salvation, and in this samsara, we get completely sunk. Then Dharma, we have seen types of Dharma. Dharma can be acquired by appropriate means, invisible wealth for our moksha. It contributes to well-being in this life itself, and Dharma also will contribute in the next birth. So Dharma plus Artha plus Kama is Purushartha. Then comes the moksha. Moksha means freedom from slavery. Slavery from what? It's a slavery from all this Preya. The three Purusharthas. Artha, Kama, even dharma for that matter. We have to get ourselves free from these three purusharthas, and then we have to attain moksha. That is the fourth purushartha. What is slavery? You have something and you want more and more, and then you become slave to that, whether it's money or children, whatever it is, attachment. When you don't have anything, your mind keeps thinking about what you don't have, and you have an emptiness. Then you become a slave for getting that. So in both ways, if you have it and if you don't have it, in both cases, you actually become a slave. Slavery. And this slavery has to go. For this we have to attain nirvana. In Buddhism they say nirvana. In our case it's called as moksha. How will you do it? Moksha is the result of individual effort. It will not just like that it will come. Saranagati. If you surrender to the God and if you regulate your karmas, do not earn more karma, pap, indulge in more dharma, and other purusharthas you keep it to the minimum, there is a possibility that invisible wealth called adrishta will help you in the next birth, maybe in the next birth, maybe in the next birth. Finally, one day it will help us for salvation. This is Sanatan Dharma introduction. More and more we'll see later.